And hello, and welcome to the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. I am your host, Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell. Yes, we are moments away from our big grand opening here in Groton at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts. And I'm so excited. So many people who I want to thank, but I have a scroll of those who to thank for. But first and foremost, thank God. This show is going to be, of course, on intermediate Taekwondo martial arts, of course, Korean Taekwondo martial arts, and of course, Shaolin Kempo. Let's get started. Taekwondo, height, hands by your side. Taekwondo martial arts is, of course, a combination of Taekwondo and, of course, Shaolin Kempo, hence Taekwondo martial arts. As a two-time Hall of Famer in martial arts and, of course, in fitness, it's very important to me that our show is always from the grassroots up. And grassroots gives you a firm and clear, concise understanding of exactly what Taekwondo martial arts is. Once again, a combination of Korean Taekwondo with Shaolin Kempo, Chinese and Japanese, of course, Kung Fu. Let's get started, okay? All right, here we go. First things first, intermediate. We're going to go with Taekwondo first. It's called Wanyo. Wanyo is the green belt kata in Taekwondo. Of course, with the limited spacing here, I'm going to narrate every kata, every pinyin, every combination, every move that I do, so you at home can follow through, okay? Height. Hands by my side. Taekwondo, Wanyo, Aya. Before you look, this is called Junbi or ready position. I look to my left, okay? And I come up this way, nice and slow. Still looking to my left, looking at my opponent. Strike, strike, lift, punch, chamber. Strike, strike, lift, punch, chamber. I'm going to back up stage. Now from here, I move from here, side kick, double knife 1, okay? Double knife 2, double knife 3. These are all back stances. I'm going to back up some so you still can see everything. After I back stance, I feint block, spear finger, okay? So once again, once I come here, okay, it's be a side kick, double knife 1 in the back stance, double knife 2 in the back stance, double knife 3 in the back stance, okay? Let me just back up some once again so you can follow along at home. Feint block here, spear finger, it's a ki, okay? Now, from here, chamber, my back is to you only for a moment. 1, 2, 3, chamber. 1, 2, 3, chamber. Now I'm going to go away from you, but I want you to see these techniques, okay? So I'm here. Now I come out in the front stance, middle block, okay? Kick, punch. Let me just back up some. Circular block, kick, punch. Now, after my punch, I go into a fighting stance. I keep my right hand in the front. I'm going to do a back leg side kick, okay? Completely turn my body side kick and come here, okay? Let me come back to you again and show you exactly what it is. My right hand's in the front. I'm going to show you from a different angle. My left foot will be completely turned in a 180-degree turn. Back leg side kick, turn here. Now, from a side view, I want you to get every angle. So once again, I'm here. I completely turn side kick and come here again. Watch me again, okay? From here, completely turn, side kick, boom. Now, let's go ahead and end it, okay? I'm going to end it with my back towards you so you can actually see how I'm going to end this technique. So once again, back leg side kick, turn here, high chamber ki. Aya, baro. Right leg, It's so important to work on your flexibility. Yes, I know. Some people call me a chocolate Captain America. I love that. So it's a compliment, of course. But at 53 years of age, you have to stay in shape. It's not just a lifestyle for me, it's a way of life. There's a difference. People talk about life changes and lifestyles. It's nonsense. It's a way of life. You can have almost anything you want to eat in moderation. You can have almost anything you want to drink in moderation. But you have to find someone who has pretty much gone through what you have gone through, so they can really identify clear and concise what you need, from martial arts to fitness to business to love to relationships, to seeking God. Everything is so very important that my way of life, people can watch it and they can see a testimony. Not me talking, but they can watch and see my life. That is a testimony. I have my ups and downs, you understand? But still keeping the faith and just knowing that things are not happening to you. Things are happening for you so God can get you to someplace. A lot of people don't understand that. Okay, let's move on. Once again, we're intermediate Taekwondo martial arts. Hands by my side, okay? Now, let's go from Korea, let's go over to China. Now we're going to do Kempo combinations, okay? Height, this is called front position. We bow. Now we're into a Kempo fighting stance. This is just for training purposes. If I was in a fight, I don't want to, but I was in a fight, my right leg would drop back or my left leg would drop back and my hands are open. They're never clenched. My hands are always open because there's a grappling, there's a mixed martial arts, there's Chinese jiu-jitsu involved in Kempo martial arts. Now, the Chinese have been around a lot longer than the Brazilians, but they don't want to hear it. But fact is fact, okay? So Chinese jiu-jitsu, the most important thing about Chinese jiu-jitsu is your stand-up game. You have to have a good stand-up game, people. No one wants to go to the ground, okay? You want to finish, you want to start and finish with standing up. If you have to go to the ground, that's fine. But here's a pop quiz. If two or more are coming at you, do you go to the ground? Of course not. Because while you have one person to the ground, the other person is going to do a sneak attack behind your head. And we don't want anyone getting hurt. So I'm not advocating violence. I'm not. I'm advocating intelligent self-defense. That's my get out of jail free card with parents in the suburbs. Because a lot of parents in the suburbs, they just won't cut the cord with their kids. They won't cut it. I call them helicopter parents. They don't want to cut the cord with their kids. They're making them weaker and not stronger, but what are you going to do? Okay, so here we go. Hands are up. I'm in the street, my hands are like this. Or if I'm in the dojo, that means the karate school, I'm relaxed. Kempo is relaxed. Okay, so now we're here. All right, now here we are. Green belt combination 7A and 7B. I'm going to show you from two different angles, okay? 7A is a cross block, okay? Back fist, chamber, iron palm across. I'm going to always land in the fighting stance so I can kick. If I have to skip back and do a front kick, I can do that. But I always want to keep myself in position. It's called keeping yourself in position in martial arts. But in the business world, it's called keeping yourself marketable. Yes, marketable, and the underlining of that is, of course, is advertising, promotion, and always, you are always the brand that people are buying. So if you're going to market something or advertise it or promote it, you have to be the brand. You have to look good and you have to know what you're selling. You got to know your product. If you don't know your product, then how can you be successful, right? Okay, I know this brand very well, 53 years, okay? So here we go. Once again, green belt, 7A, 7B. Cross block, back fist, iron palm, landing in a fighting stance. From a side view, watch me again, okay? Cross block, back fist, fighting stance, okay? That's an iron palm coming across, all right? 7B, I'm going to show you in two angles again. First one facing you. Same thing, it looks the same starting off, but now I'm coming forward, strike. Come down, strike again, elbow strike. Aya. Now this is called a jiu-jitsu foot sweep. I have the person in the elbow. They're like this, okay? I adjust my body. I do a foot sweep. I bring them up in the air. Knife hand, crashing down in the midsection. Drop my right hand to protect myself. Right over left in a cat stance or in a fighting stance, okay? From a side view, no problem at all. Hands are here. Cross block. I'm going to block that punch coming at me. Step into it. Strike, come down, strike again, elbow strike, kiai, elbow strike. Foot sweep, knife hand strike in the groin, pop my hands up, right over left, okay? Now, at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts, we have white, yellow, and orange. Those are called the beginning stages of our belt, or the very beginning, okay? In white, yellow, and orange, we're going to find out a lot of things. Does the student want to be there? Is the student teachable? Do we want to teach the student if he or she is just so undisciplined that it's almost impossible to teach? I never had a student like that before. I can see the good in almost every person that comes through my doors at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts. There is good in every person. It's a matter of direction. Who's giving the directions? Who are these kids around? Who is speaking faith? Who is ministering to these kids? There are no bad kids, just some questionable parents. It's like in the military, there's no bad soldiers, just bad leadership. Remember that, okay? So now, white, yellow, orange, and it goes green, green, white, blue, blue, white, purple, purple, white. Other schools are different. I'm not concerned with the other schools. This is Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts. So it goes green, green, white, blue, blue, white, purple, purple, white, okay? Now, we just did green belt. In Taekwondo, it's called Wan Yo. Green belt, 7A, 7B combinations. Now we're going to do green, white, which is called 8A and 8B, okay? We're on green, white belt, 8A. Here comes a straight punch or a hook. It doesn't matter, okay? My first move, Buddhist palm. I block, grab. Snap kick, step, cross, back fist, iron palm. I'm constantly going forward. Kempo is very, very aggressive. I always make the joke and say, if Kempo was a woman, I'd marry her because she's very aggressive with intelligence and she's smart and she's not overbearing. She stays in her lane. She understands what she needs to do and no more, okay? So once again, Kempo is very aggressive, but it allows Kempo to be applicable. You can apply it to any situation. Many of you know that I teach state troopers from January until literally late May. And all they want is just straight Kempo martial arts, okay? From red belt to black, okay? Very effective and applicable techniques, okay? Now here we go. From a side view, green, white belt, okay? I'm gonna do it from this side so you can actually see all the crosses and stuff like that. So my hands are up. Buddhist palm, I block, I grab, okay? Snap kick, step, cross. That's an X block, left over right. So I can explode into the opponent and iron palm, land in the fighting stance. Remember, all my fighting stances are landing like this. So I can kick, if I have to skip back and do a snap kick or whatever the case may be, or I can always skip back and jump up and do a Superman punch, whatever I need to do. Yes, I'm very athletic, but at the end of the day, from white, yellow, and orange, the student is learning. They're learning. Once they earn that green belt, game on, baby. It's time to go to work, okay? So here we go. Now, that was 8A of green belt, green, white belt, excuse me. Now we're gonna do 8B. 8B is, again, a part, I go from green belt and up when I start doing women and men, of course, self-defense. Women's self-defense is called women's self-survival. Men's self-defense is called self-defense techniques. Listen to the difference. Women, self-survival. Men, self-defense. There's a difference. If you haven't figured it out already, there's a difference between men and women. It's a big difference. We won't go there right now, but there's a big difference between men and women. So I usually average 50, 60, 70 women when I have a women's self-survival techniques seminar. It's packed house. I almost have to go outside on the football field to teach it. Now, the key with women's self-survival techniques are completely opposite and different than, say, from teaching men, okay, by virtue of the gender, okay? Now, I don't believe that one gender is stronger than another, but I know one thing, I can't have babies, and I've seen babies being born, so in my humble opinion, the most strongest being in the world is a woman. Yes, I said that, a man, alpha male said that. Yes, women are the most strongest and cherished beings in the world. Sorry, men, we're like second on that totem pole. At the end of the day, all the techniques that I'm showing you here on this TV show can be used right now. Not 6 months after you train and lose weight. No, right now. People need right now techniques, okay? Right now. We don't need techniques to sustain us, no. We need a delivering technique right now. And at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts, we teach right now techniques. So now let's get into our green-white belt. It's called 8B, 2 angles. Okay, here we go. Straight punch or a hook coming at us, doesn't matter. Say we're in a self-defense mode. It really doesn't matter. Straight punch or a hook. My first move, I'm going to block it this way. You see how I'm moving my body, okay? From a side view, watch this. From here, I'm moving out the way. Any negative energy, let it flow past you. Let it just flow past you. There's no need to meet drama face to face. It's drama. Let those drama people go by you. Breathe. Let the drama go by you. Let somebody else deal with that nonsense. Same thing with a punch or a kick or a hook. It doesn't matter. Let it go by you. The best block in the world is not being here. Just get out the way. Okay? You don't always have to meet things like this. I have friends that always want that. Okay? And I see them like once or twice a month because they just so want to fight all the time. Okay? So hands are up. Okay? 2 ways. Traditional, self-defense. Traditional is always first. Straight punch or a hook. Okay? Traditional training in the dojo, we come here and we block, grab, turn back, watch. Aya, aya, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance in the street. From a side stance, again, traditional training, okay? I come here, block, grab, turn, watch. Straight knee strike, I look, side kick, back fist at the same time. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street, okay? Once again. Now, let's go a little bit faster, but still, you still can follow along at home. Now, self-defense, 2 different ways. Here comes a straight punch or a hook, okay? We go from here to here quickly. Get out the way. After you block, grab, turn back. Then, aya, aya, right over left. Cat stance or fighting stance. Hands slightly open. From a side view, same exact way, okay? So now I'm here, coming down, self-defense, okay? I'm here, I'm minding my business. Here comes a straight punch or hook coming to negatively affect me, okay? So I'm here, block, grab, turn, watch, aya, aya, right over left. Cat stance in the dojo, fighting stance out in the street, okay? Now, let's go on to blue belt. Blue belt is called the You'll Go pattern in Taekwondo. Now, we are ITF, International Taekwondo Federation. There's ITF, then there's World Taekwondo, World Taekwondo Federation. World Taekwondo Federation is what you see like in Olympic Games with the big red dot on their chest that says like, kick me here. And that's like Olympic style Taekwondo, where it's mostly just kicks, 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 kicks. You hardly see any hands. World Taekwondo Federation, the majority of the time, they have their tournaments all in-house, meaning they will seek out other World Taekwondo schools and they have their own in-school or interconnecting type tournaments. Very rare do you see World Taekwondo, WTF schools branch out and go to like open tournaments? They like to have their own closed-in stuff. Tang Soo Do is the same exact way. They will seek out other Tang Soo Do places and have everything all in school, you know, like a interconnecting type a tournament. They're very rare that Tang Soo Do practitioners will branch out and go to open tournaments, okay? So I kind of wonder sometimes why. I won't get it in now on TV, but I kind of wonder about that. We're ITF, International Taekwondo Federation. We can go anywhere, compete, and be successful. We've proven it. Okay, so now we're going to start getting into the Olympic Games as well. Okay, so here we go. All right, now blue belt. It's called You-Go pattern. I'm going to narrate the kata as I'm going through it, okay? Bow, Aya, Junbi, left hand opens, Hana. I come in, breathe in, step out slow, shuffle to my right, look to my right, step, chamber, come up, middle block. Okay, I'm gonna go slow, kick, left, right. As I'm turning to my left, simultaneously I'm middle block. Okay, kick, right, left. One step. I'm gonna just back up stage, come up, slow, slow punch. Half moon, slow strike, punch, half moon. My left hand stays in the front. I'm gonna do a back leg side kick. I'm gonna do it very slow. I turn, side kick, step, forearm strike, back kick, step, forearm strike. My back is to you only for a moment. Double knife hand over top, double chamber above my belt, right hand spear finger, tucking in my thumb, okay? Open hand chamber, right leg turns in a back stance from here. Open hand chamber, I step, left hand spear finger. Chamber, now I don't want to go away from you, I want to go to you. So now we're here, and it's strike, punch, chamber, strike, punch. Rolling back fist, this side. My back foot, I step out, I turn to forearm block, okay? My left hand is hitting the inside of my right forearm, okay? Chamber, forearm kiai. Aya, we're ending the kata, okay? So now I'm gonna end the kata this way so you can see how I close the kata out. Bano, left foot to right, right leg, okay? Taekwondo is about, every martial art, I should say, in my humble opinion, is about discipline, confidence, and focus. It really is. Out of that comes any other positive word and empowering word you can think of. The tenets of Taekwondo that we speak every day at Bagwell Academy of Martial Arts. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, okay? Integrity, courtesy, perseverance, indomitable spirit, okay? Everything is about staying strong. You have to stay strong. You got to stay strong in martial arts because martial arts will teach you all about confidence. If you can stay strong and be confident, and I hope and I pray that the instructors that people are around, I don't care if it's coaching football, baseball, basketball, tennis, badminton, piano, the trumpet, whatever it is, coaching, instruction, and teachers are so important and they're vital to the overall growth of the student. I can't even place a number sign, I can't even place the value of that. It's important. If you are an instructor of any kind, if you're in weight loss, if you are trying to, enhance someone's life with their supplements, their vitamins and weight loss and dieting and everything else, if you're the one that's given the instruction, then baby, you better be in shape. You better be the one that is going to model how you're supposed to look and walk and talk. A lot of people are the ones out there trying to cash a check or writing a check with their mouth that their body just cannot cash. And you can't do that. You have to be the model. You got to be the walking testimony of martial arts and fitness or supplements or whatever you're pushing in fitness. You got to be the model. Now, if I'm looking like Santa Claus year round and candy wrappers are falling off my jacket, how can I preach martial arts and fitness? I can't. Okay, so it's important that you not only talk the talk, you got to walk the walk too. Okay, now let's get into blue belt combinations. Okay, all right, 2 ways: traditional, self-defense. Blue belt 9A, left arm chamber. I step to my left. It's called a feint block. I block. I go from a side stance to a front stance, knife hand strike, extract, grab, turn, forearm, back fist, iron palm. Okay? One more time, self-defense. Straight punch or a hook, it doesn't matter. My first move is block. Go with that negative energy, but then guide it away from you. So I block, grab that person's wrist from a side stance to a front stance, knife hand strike, extract, grab, turn, knee strike, back fist, iron palm. Once again, landing in a fighting stance, people, where I still can move. Always keep myself in position, like I mentioned earlier, to always be able to strike. Okay? Here we go. Now, self-defense. Straight punch or a hook, doesn't matter. My first move, block, grab, side stance, front stance, extract, grab, turn. Things move a little bit faster now, okay, when you're doing a self-defense move. Break, back fist, iron palm, okay? Now, from a side stance. Almost off camera, self-defense here, okay? Straight punch or a hook, doesn't matter, okay? Feint block, grab the person's wrist. Go from a side stance to a front stance, knife hand strike to the groin or to the belly. Extract, grab, turn, break, back fist, iron palm. Smooth. Okay, now we're going to go to blue-white belt, 10A, 10B. Okay, this is part 3. This is part 2 of 3 for our intermediate Taekwondo martial arts. Now we're in blue-white belt. Okay, getting ready to finish up here. Okay, blue-white belt, high strike, circular block into a fighting stance. Okay, toe kick, back kick, land, again in a fighting stance, okay? Once again, now from self-defense. Block, circular block, get the hand out your face, put those hands up. Toe kick, back kick, land, okay? Now we're gonna add in what they call a leopard punch, okay? Here we go, self-defense. Same block, block, circular block into a fighting stance. Ayah! Okay? Now, same kicks. Snap kick, back kick, boom. Okay? And you're landing. Most important thing about any martial arts, you got to come to class. You got to come to class, people. You got to put the work in. The 3 letters that no one wants to see is called NSF, non-sufficient funds. If you don't put enough money into your account, when you go to draw the money out, you're not going to have it there. It's the same thing with martial arts, with a relationship, with your job, whatever it is. The more you put into it, what happens? The more you get out of it. The less you put into it, the less you get out of it. It's like anything else. People do what's important to them. You don't have to force anyone. You don't have to kiss up to anyone. You don't have to do anything. People are going to do what they want to do anyway, okay? And people are going to always do what's important to them. That's the most important thing. My name is Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell. Thank you for watching the Kyoshi Herbie Bagwell TV show. For my producers and myself, thank you, God bless, and have a good night.